Problem 7-49. Compare the graphs of lines A, B, and C at right. And the first question that we're going to be answering, and we'll be answering 3 questions, is which of these lines has the greatest slope? Justify your answer. Okay, so when we look at these lines, we can see right away that A has the steepest slope, and then B and C have what we call flatter slopes. So it's likely that A is going to have the greatest slope. And the way that we can measure that is we'll make a slope triangle. So I'm going to use, so what we need to do is find places where there are nodes. So where the line crosses what we call a node, which is where these lines in the grid cross each other. So for instance, this is a node right here, and then here's another node, and here's another node over here. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for places where this line will cross those nodes. And we see right away that it's actually crossing through the origin. So we can use the origin for one of our points on our slope triangle. And then if we follow the line up, we can see that the next place where it crosses a node is up here, right at this point, which if we go down is where x is equal to 2. So that's our first slope triangle that we can make with this line. So if the line looks like that, we know that the slope triangle goes like this, and the bottom part of it, so from here to the origin, is 2. So this part of the slope triangle is 2. And then this part going from the x-axis all the way up to the y-axis is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know this part of the slope triangle is a 5. Okay, so this is our line. Okay, so now we can do rise over run to figure out what the slope is, which the rise is the 5 and the run is a 2. So now we know what the slope is for A. It's 5 over 2. But we still don't know for sure that it has the greatest slope until we compare it to B or C. So we can see that B and C, they look like parallel lines, so they probably have the same slope. So let's try to do a slope triangle to find out what C is. So it crosses the origin too, and then if we follow the line up, we see the next place that it hits a node is right here, which corresponds to 5 on the x-axis. Okay, so this time we're going to make a kind of flat triangle. And we know that this part, oops, not a very straight line there. We know that this part is going to be 5. And then let's count up from 5. 1, 2. Okay, so this part is 2. Okay, so if we do the rise over run again, then we can see that the rise is 2 and the run is 5. So this line, C, has a slope of 2 over 5. So 2 over 5, 2/5, is less than 1, whereas 5 over 2 is greater than 1. That's actually equal to 2.5. So this is a greater value than less than 1. So we know that A has the greatest slope, and we have just justified our answer by measuring the slope of the other lines. Okay, so let's answer that. A has the greatest slope. And that's the answer to A.